We've all heard of it, seen it on maps, but how many of you have actually been to Bahrain? It's an archipelago, a bunch of islands, smack dab in the Persian Gulf. I'm Monique Bigra, and over the next few videos, I'm taking you on a trip to Bahrain. Not the glossy postcard version, but the real deal. We're talking ancient ruins, bustling souks, and the aroma of spices that will knock your socks off. So buckle up, grab a fistful of dinars, and get ready to explore the top 10 attractions that make Bahrain a hidden gem in the Middle East. All right, let's get our bearings straight. We're talking about an island nation, a collection of islands, 33 to be exact, nestled in the Persian Gulf. This body of water has been a major shipping route for centuries, connecting east and west. Bahrain sits right in the middle of this maritime highway, a stone's throw from Saudi Arabia to the west and Qatar to the south. This strategic location has made Bahrain a cultural and economic crossroads for as long as anyone can remember. It's been fought over, traded with, and influenced by a kaleidoscope of civilizations. Persians, Portuguese, the Brits, you name it. They've all left their mark on this archipelago. Bahrain has always been outward-looking, a hub for trade, diplomacy, and, yeah, let's be honest, a little bit of intrigue. Even today, Bahrain's location is key. It's a financial hub in the region, a place where deals are made and money talks. This is a country that's always punched above its weight, and its location is a big part of why. So remember that as we explore Bahrain. This is about understanding how a small island nation in a strategic spot has become a crossroads of cultures and a player on the world stage. Look, anyone who tells you a place is a melting pot usually hasn't spent much time there. But in Bahrain, that whole melting pot thing, it's not a cliche, it's the damn truth. You walk down the street and you hear a symphony of languages: Arabic, English, Urdu, Farsi, you name it. You've got your Bahraini families, the heart and soul of the place, with roots that go deeper than the roots of the ancient Dilmun civilization. And alongside them, you've got folks from all over: Iranians, Indians, Pakistanis, Filipinos, Europeans, Americans, you name it. They come for work, for opportunity, for a taste of something different. Now, you might think this mix would lead to, let's say, some friction. But here's the thing about Bahrain, it works. There's a sense of tolerance, of understanding, that you don't find everywhere. This is a place where you can find a mosque right next to a church, right next to a Hindu temple. It's a beautiful kind of chaos. A reminder that diversity isn't just a buzzword, it's the spice of life. And that shared history, that willingness to embrace the other, is what makes Bahrain so damn fascinating. Okay, folks, let's talk weather. And more importantly, when to pack your bags for a trip to Bahrain. In 2 words, it's hot. We're talking desert island hot, the kind of heat that makes you sweat just thinking about going outside. Think dry, dusty winds blowing in from the desert, the sun beating down on you like a blacksmith's hammer. We're talking about long, scorching summers where the mercury can soar above 100 degrees Fahrenheit, sometimes even higher. This ain't the time for strolling around in your best linen suit, trust me. Even the locals tend to stay indoors during the hottest part of the day. But hey, I'm not here to scare you off. Bahrain is stunning year-round as long as you're prepared. The best time to visit? Definitely shoulder season. Think October to April, when the temperatures are a little more bearable and you can actually enjoy being outside without melting into a puddle. During these cooler months, you can explore the souks without breaking a sweat, wander the ancient ruins without getting heat stroke, and even enjoy a dip in the turquoise waters of the Gulf. Just remember your sunscreen, a hat, and maybe a portable fan. You'll thank me later. All right, let's talk about everyone's favorite travel topic: language barriers. The official language of Bahrain is Arabic, specifically the Gulf dialect, which, trust me, is as different from the Arabic spoken in, say, Morocco, as Texas drawl is from a thick Scottish brogue. But don't let that intimidate you. While a few basic Arabic phrases will definitely enhance your experience and earn you smiles from the locals, you'll be surprised how far English will get you in Bahrain. Thanks to the country's long history as a trading hub and its diverse population, English is widely spoken, especially in the cities, in businesses, and among younger generations. You'll find menus in English, signs in English, and more often than not, you can find someone who speaks English if you need help. But here's the thing. Even if you can get by with English, making an effort to speak a few words of Arabic shows respect, opens doors, and leads to more authentic interactions. All right, let's talk about Manama. This ain't just your average capital city. This is the beating heart of Bahrain, a place where ancient history collides head-on with modern skyscrapers, where the scent of incense mingles with the exhaust fumes of BMWs. It's a city of contrasts, a place that never sleeps, and trust me, it will leave you breathless. Now, I'm not going to lie, Manama ain't the prettiest city at first glance. You've got your fair share of concrete, traffic jams, the usual chaos of a booming metropolis. But look closer, scratch beneath the surface, and you'll discover a city that's full of surprises. A place where ancient souks sit in the shadows of gleaming skyscrapers, where the call to prayer echoes through streets lined with designer boutiques. Start your exploration in the heart of the old city, where you'll find the labyrinthine alleys of the Manama souk. This is the real deal, a sensory overload of sights, sounds, and smells. You can find anything here from spices and textiles to gold and electronics. Just be prepared to haggle. It's all part of the experience. From the souk, wander over to Bab al-Bahrain, the gateway to the old city. This impressive archway is a relic of Bahrain's colonial past and offers stunning views of the city's skyline. Grab a coffee at one of the nearby cafes, soak up the atmosphere, and watch the world go by. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. For a long time, when people thought of Bahrain, they thought oil. Black gold, Texas tea, the lifeblood of many a Gulf nation. And yeah, oil has been the backbone of Bahrain's economy for decades, no doubt about it. But here's the thing. Bahrain is changing, diversifying, evolving faster than a chameleon in a disco. They know that the oil won't last forever, so they're investing in other sectors, thinking long-term, like a chess master planning 10 moves ahead. We're talking about a country that's positioning itself as a financial hub, a regional center for banking and Islamic finance. Think Dubai, but with a slightly more laid-back vibe. Bahrain is also investing heavily in tourism, and not just the usual five-star resort kind of tourism. They're trying to attract a different kind of traveler, one who's interested in culture, history, and authentic experiences. Okay, let's talk money, because let's be real. You can't explore a new country without understanding the local currency. In Bahrain, we're talking about the Bahraini dinar, or BD for short. Now, this ain't your euros or your yen. This is a currency with some serious weight behind it, literally. The Bahraini dinar is the second highest valued currency in the world, right after the Kuwaiti dinar. Don't worry though, you won't need a suitcase full of cash to get by. One Bahraini dinar is divided into 1,000 fils, so you'll be dealing with both dinars and fils when you're out and about. And here's a fun fact. The Bahraini dinar is pegged to the US dollar. What does that mean for you? It means that the exchange rate is relatively stable, so you don't have to worry too much about wild fluctuations in the market. Now go forth and spend those dinars wisely. Listen, anyone can tell you to visit the souks, haggle for a carpet, maybe snap a pic of a guy in a thobe. But that's tourist stuff, surface level. We're going deeper. We're talking about the soul of Bahrain, the traditions that have been passed down through generations, the stuff that makes this place tick. First off, hospitality. Forget your quick hellos and how are yous. In Bahrain, hospitality is an art form, woven into the fabric of daily life. You're invited into homes, offered endless cups of sweet tea, dates, and conversation. Refusing is considered rude, so loosen your belt and embrace the generosity. Family's huge here, like really huge. Multi-generational households are common and elders are respected, their wisdom valued. You'll see families picnicking on the beach, sharing meals in bustling restaurants, the bonds strong and unbreakable. So yeah, go ahead, bargain for that souvenir, take your Instagram photos. But remember, the real magic of Bahrain lies in these everyday traditions. Forget your stuffy museum exhibits and opera houses. In Bahrain, they celebrate life with a passion that'll knock your socks off. We're talking festivals, celebrations that'll assault your senses and leave you wondering what just hit you. First off, let's talk about the big one, the Bahrain Grand Prix. This ain't just a race, it's a national party, the whole country buzzing with excitement. The roar of Formula One engines fills the air, the stands packed with screaming fans, the atmosphere electric. Even if you're not a racing enthusiast, the energy is infectious. But Bahrain's festivals go way beyond fast cars and champagne. We're talking about celebrations rooted in ancient traditions, a blend of Islamic customs and local folklore. Take Eid al-Fitr, marking the end of Ramadan. Families dressed in their finest, kids hopped up on sweets, the streets alive with music and laughter. Then there's Eid al-Adha, the Feast of Sacrifice, a time for family, feasting, and reflection. but the real magic happens during the smaller, lesser-known festivals. Take the Gurgaun, a celebration that takes place during Ramadan. All right, forget your Michelin stars and fancy tasting menus. In Bahrain, we're talking about food that's as real as it gets. Food that's meant to be shared, savored, and enjoyed with all your senses. We're going on a culinary adventure, exploring the heart and soul of Bahrain, one bite at a time. First off, let's talk about spices. Bahrain is a spice trader's paradise, a place where the air is thick with the aroma of cardamom, cumin, turmeric, saffron, and cinnamon. These spices aren't just sprinkled on as an afterthought, they're the foundation of Bahraini cuisine, adding depth, complexity, and fragrance to every dish. Now, the dish you absolutely have to try is makbous. Think fragrant rice, cooked to fluffy perfection, infused with spices, and then layered with your choice of meat or fish. It's a culinary symphony, a celebration of flavors and textures, and it's the national dish of Bahrain for a reason. Then, there's mahamar, a sweet and savory rice dish that's perfect for those with a sweet tooth. Imagine this: rice cooked in date syrup and spices, topped with caramelized onions and toasted nuts. It's like dessert and a main course all rolled into one. So there you have it, a glimpse into the heart and soul of Bahrain. We've explored ancient ruins, haggled in bustling souks, and tasted the spices that make this place so unique. But more importantly, we've met the people, heard their stories, and experienced the warmth and hospitality that make Bahrain such a special destination. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through Bahrain. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing travel content.